Good morning again, and welcome to Backpacktrader Training Room Crude Oil Inventory Report for Wednesday, July 26th, 2023. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to do without. All right. About 2:45, 2 minutes 45 seconds before the report comes out. We'll wait our 2 minutes beyond that. We've got existing trades on both unleaded and crude on Spotlight. We're running spot crude 8 tick or 8 cent momentum bar, 8 tick range bar, depending on your platform. On the right, on the upper left is unleaded, 20 tick range bar, 0.002 momentum bar, also on Spotlight. And then on Counterpunch in the lower left, we're running the Crude 377 tick chart as examples to trade. Good morning, Miles. Crude's been moving around a fair amount this morning. Gone from a session low at about 7:30 this morning up to currently at session highs. Good morning, Arizona Bob, and good morning, Pamela. All right. 35 seconds to report release, and we wait 2 minutes for trades. And there is the report. Setting a new session high as it comes out. And now coming back down. Not much of a range though. $79.37 to $79.59, just 22 cents. Those are definitely reaction trades, so I would be wanting to see something new. unleaded going too far, so that trade's off the table. Short on the 377 also going too far, as is short on Spotlight. So none of these trades are actionable. We'll be looking for new setups now. Squeeze zone trade on both the 377 crude and the unleaded chart. Those are both flat at the moment. Spotlight crude still in the short, and we are in our session. Looking for trades, and there is a short trade that triggers in on the 377. Ten-tick minimum to target 2. That's where our money management is. Crude still in the short. Unleaded now with a short. Setup has not triggered in yet. And the 377 tick short hitting target. 10 ticks in hand and trailing at 79.22. Spotlight chart. Spotlight crude pushing through it's 200. 79.17. 79.16 on the 377. Unleaded is short. $79.11 for the 377 tick stop through target 3 and continuing still at $79.11 and stopping out at $79.11. So counterpunch 377 first one done. No trades yet on the crude spotlight chart. Unleaded spotlight is short. Unleaded kind of stuck between its 50 and 200. Now poking up above the 50. Close above the 50. We'll see if it holds. On unleaded, crude still hanging out just below the 50 on the spotlight chart. 377 tick testing its 50 EMA now. Crude just under the 200, just pushing through the 200 now, pushing up above the 200. Initial trade stopped out, or early trade stopped out. That was 10:30:17. It would have been a very successful trade to get in sync with, or no, we would not have gotten in sync with that. That went too far before we could get in. There is our first trade, long at 31. Unleaded stopping out of its short. And the long trade triggers in. Targets 1 and 2. And here is the stop at 78.99. Unleaded setting new session highs. Crude trying to push up through the 20 SMA. And failing to do so. At least for the moment. All right. Now another short on unleaded. And long on crude. $20 SMA coming down through where the price is. Testing the 50 EMA. And closing below, we'll see if that holds. Not a situation that I like seeing us in. Unleaded in trade one direction and crude in trade the other. All right, crude now with one close above the 20 SMA, trying to push up through the session open at 79.30 right at the moment. That's where crude opened for the day's trading yesterday evening. Which trade are you referring to, Pamela? That short that we got on crude right here at just after 10:30. That would have been a nice trade. Short on unleaded right around the same time would have been nice as well. But those were both too early. Just seconds after the release of the report. Oh, the 931 trade? Yeah, that one was a little early as well, but that yeah, there's the 933 purple trade. Yeah, well, I've got the 377. I got a 930.14, and then a 932.13 add-on. Then you have a long trade that's squeeze filtered out, and 930, actually 1033. Oh, catapult. Okay, 805. That's early. But then that's afternoon for you, so now that's early, and that means that you probably haven't got you haven't got the volatility there from as many players. You're pretty kind of in the bridge session in between European and U.S. Right at the tail of the bridge session. So you're running the 377 tick on catapult. Okay, that's an interesting one to look at. Okay, that's an interesting observation. So after lunch, your time would be what, about 7? Yeah, about an hour after lunch. So that would be about 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock our time. 8:05. Because I believe you're 5 hours ahead of us. All right, the unleaded short trade hit target 1 and then came back and stopped out at break even. So target 2 traders just took a break even on that. Now in the long trade here, I like that lined up with the spotlight trade. Spotlight trade still in process, right back at the 79.30 session open again. And back down to 79.20ish, 20ish again, 25. I'm just kind of marking time here. And still long both unleaded and crude on Spotlight. 377 tick counterpunch has long since been finished. Spotlight crude looking like consolidation right around the 50 EMA. And the 377 tick looking the same, oscillating around the 50, around all three moving averages. 20 to 50, 20 SMA, 50 EMA, and 200 EMA, and now we get a down move on the 377. And a stop and reverse on unleaded, too short. That just hit target 1 and money management, so that's a stop and reverse. So the entry is at 64. And would bring the stop to 63. Pull back up to the 20 and now pushing down again on unleaded. Spotlight crude testing its 200. Unleaded getting very close to target 2. I believe that was target 2. $307. Yep, hit target 2 and bounced up, stopped out, and now we have another short. Probably takes another trade to get positive. That bounced right to the entry, so I'm going to say you can take that down to 17. And triggering in anyway. Messy action. 30 minutes into the crude inventory session, and we still haven't completed a trade on Spotlight Crude. Nice little short was too early. Here we are back in the opposing trades and full stop out. Now a long trade for unleaded. I would probably step aside at this point. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this would be the 6th trade. Actually, I should have stepped aside about at the stop and reverse off of the long. Well, we'll see what this does. Unleaded showing signs of a solid move up. And we've been here several times before on crude at 79.31. If we can get over 79.38, that will give us I'd say our chances are a whole lot better on this trade. And now right back down to the 20 SMA on the crude chart. So 20 and the 50. So not much help. I will be right back. Alright, back again. And unleaded getting target 2 and trailing at 428. Interesting. Crude tested 38 again, but didn't get a butt, and we've got 3 touches there of 79.38. One of them during the short trade and 2 after, and now we just pushed up through it. This, I would say, is a good sign for our long trade. We didn't get up to 40. If we can close one more bar up here, I'd say we're in good shape. $432 for the unleaded stop. Looks like target 3 for an unleaded, new session high at 499, and it's continuing up. 438 for the stop. Going to move significantly on this one. Unleaded moving, but crude is not moving. Still kind of stuck right around 736 to 740, or 79.36 to 79.40. 458, 464, 469 for unleaded. This trade may actually get unleaded positive. $474 for unleaded. The unleaded stop. Money management for crude. So that will come to 32 for the stop. And we will attach it to the indicator. Then I won't have to move it. Attach both orders. Since I do have 2 positions, you need to attach both of them. And target 1 achieved. So we have a one and done session going. $497 for unleaded, and stopping out there. That has a good chance of getting us positive, but that's definitely the last trade. That's 6 trades. So unleaded, pretty close around break even. on that session for 6 trades. I wouldn't normally go 6 trades on the crude session, but I just was involved, and we tracked 6 today. Tick target 1 in hand. Just that one target is giving us more than we got this morning on the 9 a.m. session trade. I think we're going to move up a tick, move the stop up a tick on the close of this bar. Imagine that. Having trouble pushing up through the 79.50 mark. Target 2 at 79.64. Session high at 79.59. All right, stop to 79.33. On crude. Looks like we got as high as about 79.56 and up to 34. Next move will beat up to 37, it looks like. Because we are, yeah, 49 is the high of that bar, so it will it would close at 41, so we'll definitely move up to 38. At this point. And there's a stop move to 38. bouncing off the balance line. Going up through 79.50 again. At 55, do we push through the 56 and head for the 59? Looks like a stop move to 42 coming up. Sit back and watch. We did get 56 again. Can we get above that? $58 was the prior session high until right at the inventory report. We pushed it, it got pushed up to 59. Stop moves up to 43. And target 2. So that completes the trade for us. 21 and 33. 54, $540. That's a solid trade. And just took a while. Comments or questions? That's the last of our markets for the inventory report. Any comments or questions? Regular session tomorrow at 9:30 for our last session for August. Next session will be, or last session until August. Last July session. For next session will be August 1st, Tuesday of next week. $79.54 for the trailing stop now. Only if you have a trailing position. Basic trade plan, we do not. So we walk away with our 50 with our 54 ticks, and we'll come back tomorrow. I don't see anybody typing in questions or comments, so with that, folks, I'm going to call it a day, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a good morning, or good rest of your day, actually. Good afternoon. Pamela, you have a good evening. And we'll see everybody tomorrow morning at 9:30. Eastern Time. You're quite welcome, Pamela. You too, Miles. Tomorrow.